Lumiose City, the place I call home. I'm originally from Aspertia City in Unova, so city life, it isn't new to me. I ended up living here by chance. Ran into the coolest chick I've ever seen as soon as I got into town, forced to advertise for her hotel, and thrust into the city-wide battle royale. I made lots of friends along the way, people and Pokemon, thanks to these new wild zones that have been implemented throughout the city. The legendary Pokemon Zygarde picked me as their partner, and I run this hotel with my buddies, in Team MZ. I love this city and its people. Let me show you around the place I call home. I'll even show you some places people don't normally go. That's where you get to see the really cool Pokemon. Come on! First stop is the Verde District. You'll see the first of many Lumiose City wild zones. This one's kinda chill. You can walk through without any of the Pokemon hurting you. Little babies are around here, and you can even get some ice cream. Me and Greninja like to hang out with the Mareep here. Once we leave here, we can head to the Pokemon Research Station. It's got a nice cozy feel, and my girl Mabel. What's good, girl? When you leave the lab, you can head into the hotel with my compadres, Team MZ. Team MZ and I run this place after our mentor AZ had passed. He lived for 3,000 years. He had told us 5 years ago someone set off this weapon he made a long time ago. So these new Mega Pokemon were created, and some of them went rogue. So that's why we have rogue Mega Evolutions. We didn't really believe him until the Prism Tower turned into a monster and we fought it with Zygarde to save Kalos. By the time we believed his story, he was already gone. We miss him dearly, and we plan to continue Hotel ZA in his stead. Even if no one shows up, it's nice to have a big ass house to ourselves. My friend Naveen is a fashion designer who's really into the streamer Kanari. I'm sure you've heard of her. Lita is a dancer, taking after her brother. Her and Starmie have crazy dance moves. I can see her dance taking over Lumiose City by storm. Then there's my pal Tawny. We've been through a lot the past few months. She now runs Quasar Inc., the group that set up this whole Pokemon and People City thing. I'm happy for her since she found the person she was looking for all these years. That's enough about my humble abode. Let's move more into the Verde District. The entrance to the city from the train is here. Sometimes I think about leaving it all and heading back home, but I think I've gotten so used to it now. I couldn't live anywhere else. I usually walk around the city, but sometimes I like to use the Lumi cabs. Their HQ is here. It's nice to just sit in a cab and look outside the window as you drive through the city. This is also where my man Zax works. He is eternally stuck at Z in the ZA Royale. And honestly, I admire his dedication. He does not want to do anything to get better. I do want to talk about the next place, but I can't show it to you. I don't want to expose the location of my best friend Kanari. I know y'all are jealous. Look at these pictures I got with her. Now, I did expose that she does exist in this district, but that's not the point, okay? Just don't look around. You'll never find her. Now, easily, the worst part of the Verde District is Wild Zone 17. For some reason, Quasar Co. decided it was cool to put Pyroar from Hell in here. If you enter, be careful. Trainer or not, you're dealing with Earth power. I can't promise you'll make it out if you're alive. Oh god! Oh hell! Help! Let's look at the other wild zones. A very relaxing zone is Zone 2. I just love coming here. People and Pokemon are all relaxed, moving about. I like to chill with the Bidoof and the Magikarp. At night, Staryu is here. He's big and angry, but stands no chance against me. Here's a kind of low-key place no one really visits. Verde Sector 6, a small park to come to between jobs from in the area. Sometimes at night people come here to do fights during the ZA Royale or just because. Now if you got an electric type, you got hell of an advantage on this little ass pond over here. In Wild Zone 11, the Pokemon are mean, but not as mean as Wild Zone 17. In Wild Zone 11, the Pokemon are mean, but not as mean as 17. I did catch my girl Xerneas here. She was not willing to chill out, but she eventually understood my language. The Stunfisk are protected by the Clotster here, to see how the ecosystem allows these different Pokemon species to coexist. I think Quasar Co. nailed it. Now there are a lot of cafe in Lumiose City, but one of my favorites is on Verde Street. Nouveau Cafe. My slimes Grizel and Grisham run this place. Sometimes I come here to hang out with them even if I don't get coffee or tea. They're part of Team Flare Nouveau, but they're not terrorists anymore. They just make coffee. Also, we're kind of a throuple, so I get free coffee. Well, that's enough about the Verde District. Not much here compared to the others, but it's home. Now, let's head to my favorite place to shop in the Blue District. On the left side of the Vernal Avenue, we got 3 of my favorite clothing stores. and the Stone Emporium. This place has so many stones. For some reason, my girl Lita would not come here with me to get a water stone for her Staryu. I was like, sis, it's right there. But maybe she was broke. We all were broke, to be honest. If we head into Wild Zone 5, hey Bellsprout, how you doing? We can get into the sewers. I really like this place. It is kind of creepy and it's huge too. There's so many nooks and crannies you can go into. It also stinks down here. It's also low-key giving as above, so below, like the movie, because Pokemon down here can be very, very scary. Let's get out of here and go back to Wild Zone 5. The thing about Wild Zone 5 is how it seems hard to navigate when you come in. It's got you in a maze, but it's awesome. I like coming here since it's one of the few zones with roofs. There's places with more roof real estate, but they don't have Abra trying to teleport away from you. Now Wild Zone 16 doesn't really have much going on. It was a small street market before, so a lot of residents hate that it became a wild zone. The Pokemon enjoy it though. Froakie seems to be on the lookout for people. As soon as you get near him, everyone is alerted and he runs away. Now imagine shiny hunting this guy. Just imagine. Imagine. Picture it. Now let me take you to where I got my first outfit. Between Blue Sector 8 and 6 is Passage de la Félicité. You will have no trouble creating a great outfit from the stores here. This is where my fashion journey in Lumiose started. If you ever need help when you visit, hit me or Naveen up. We got you covered. Now, before we hit Zone 10, I gotta go say hi to the Slurpuff at the Shutterbug cage. In Wild Zone 10, you will be jumped by Carvana. You can try to hide, but you can't. They trick you by making you think, oh, they're in the water. Let me throw a Pokeball. Don't, bro. You're ready to fight. It's you or them. Everyone else is chill though. Hello, Slowpoke. The Magenta District is next. Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't think about this place much. It is stuck between two pretty cool districts, so it's got some tough competition. However, I'll give it this. It has two really cool wild zones that are unique compared to the others. Take for example, Wild Zone 9. It's basically a jungle gym. The construction company of Lumiose have built these challenges around the city, but this one feels like it was built for people and Pokemon. You got the alphas here trying to claim territory. That's all part of the thrill. Come and catch me if you can, Meowstick. I also think Wild Zone 14 is how other zones should have been. It's a spot people will go because they have to work there, but it's not taking over a spot that is used every day. Sometimes I go here to admire the Emolga. They get along with the bigger Pokemon so well. An inspiration to us all. Now, while I talked about Wild Zone 17 being evil, Wild Zone 7 is kinda too. Everyone here is chill for the most part, but that is why I think this Alpha Fletchender is here. He wants to protect them, and he's mad aggressive. Like, bro, chill, I don't want to hurt them! We will be ignoring Wild Zone 18. It's nothing. Less than nothing. There are two more interesting places left to go though. First, Quasar Inc. Now I tried to go higher up, but Vinny will not let me ride the elevator. Maybe I'll ask Tanya later. Oh well, not much to do here. On to the next important place, Lysander Cafe. I probably shouldn't tell you about this, but inside of this cafe that's abandoned, there's a secret lab. There are Pokemon in here, but it's a run-down, beaten-up place. Feels like a dungeon, kind of. Sometimes I come here, sit down, and take in the atmosphere. Now you might call me crazy because I enjoy it, but it's awesome. Like a time long past, I feel nostalgic about it for some reason. I can't figure out why. Wait, what's going on? Project M? Mewtwo? Okay, cool, Auntie Mabel. That was an interesting experience. Let's go to the next area. Let's go to the freaking Rouge district next, boys. Before I head in, I want to head to the roof of Rouge Sector 2, the shopping area. It's another cool place. It got this sick freaking dome I can walk on. Imagine if a giant Pokemon was walking around, stomping his big heavy feet. Imagine if he stomped too hard. Imagine the damage to this probably 100 years old structure and the people below. Anyway, let's head inside. I like this place. I only come here when I have money or ask Corbo for money. Yeah, sometimes I'll go to this Rust Syndicate for funds like Tawny did. Sometimes it'll be alone, sometimes it'll be just for me. If it's alone, I go to Tawny. Then I pay Corbo with her CEO money. Sometimes I just go to the Rust Syndicate to hang out. What's good, Philippe? The garden area of Wild Zone 3. Another small one with cute little guys like Litleo and Esper. It's like this because it's one of the first Wild Zones they built. You can tell because the baddest guy here is an Alpha Pikachu, Farfetch'd, and Litleo. Now, if all three work together, that would be something, but they don't. Fools. Don't they know their strength in numbers? Now on to my partner in sleuthing, Emma. We didn't do a lot of jobs together because she was off doing God knows what. When we did though, well, for a detective she's not very good, but it's fine. I let her participate. Mimi does the real work, right Mimi? Now I know I talk like I only wear expensive clothes, but no. This is my favorite store, Film Fan. It's located in Rouge Sector 4. Dude, all my favorite movies have merch here. I'm going crazy for that Tyrantrum Island hat. It's freaking beast! Next is Zone 13. The main hub for bug Pokemon. Now, be careful heading in here, especially at night. These guys are relentless. Vivillon might be your only friend. Well, it and the Kakuna, because they can't really do anything. Zone 4, however, is kind of fucked up. Like, why on earth did they turn a graveyard into a wild zone? People will be meeting with their loved ones, alright. Once a freaking Ghastly takes them out, I gotta talk to Tawny about this. I have Pokemon of my own, so I can visit AZ just fine. What about Grandma? What if they want to visit someone they love? Think about the people, Quasartico. Time to meet the most diabolical woman I've ever met. Let's see if she's home. Yeah, she is. This is Jacinth and Laban. Jacinth is a monster who wants to control. She took my girl Laban and made her a maid because she beat her in a Pokemon battle. But she helped us stop Ange, so we'll let her do what she wants. She's kinda chill, low-key. Before we go to the next district, we gotta take a small detour to the museum. Now, I need to point this out. I was told the owner of this item dropped it off himself. Now to me, that doesn't make sense. Isn't this Hisui stuff like ancient? How was he able to do that? Well, I guess it could be someone in that family, but they specifically say that he did it himself. Maybe he time traveled? They did say he looked at this picture of Professor Leviton, a nostalgic heir. You know what? Honestly, I believe it was time travel. After everything that happened in Prism Tower, I believe anything is possible. Now, to go to the June district, first things first. Hey guys, how you doing? Your beef is blocking the Holovator. Usually I'm not one to butt in between two people's arguments, but we low-key need to finish this. Now that we've dealt with that, let's head into Wild Zone 15. Now, in my opinion, this place is the perfect area to locate ghost Pokemon. So why the hell did Jet also make 4-1? I don't know, man. I guess because a ghost Pokemon will just be drawn to a graveyard, but anyways, if you head in at night, you can see all of them big, chillin', ready to consume your soul. It's perfect. Hi, Bayonet. From the rooftops at night, I look into Wild Zone 19. Things have happened here. It was once a park, but then it was turned into a place for Pokemon to raise their own. I went in here and captured an entire Cleffa family. The Clefable tried to stop me, fight back, take back their own children, but I was too strong. much too powerful for it to handle. It was an alpha, but I'm Quasar D Games. Should I have done this? I ask myself that every day, every night. They're in my box, but what if they were free? What if? Now, Wild Zone 8 is an evil place. You see all these cute guys here? Don't fall for it. You think it's easygoing zone, but no. If you want a gibble, everyone is underground and ready to pounce. Please get in the ball, bro. Please get in the ball! Time to go meet my friends at the dojo. So, here we have my bestie, Jose. She and I took out some Alpha Pangoro, so we are tied together forever as blood siblings. She also gives your Pokemon plus moves, which is nice. So, if you need your Pokemon to be powered up for the Royale, go hit her up. Now to Gwen. We first met during Canary event during the ZA Royale. We became friends after I helped her brother find her in the sewers. It was an epic battle. So powerful, we shook the entire city. And after that, we bonded through our love of Canary and Chandelure. Her brother, Ivor, is dumb as bricks, and he's a lovable guy. He helped out a lot during the Prism Tower incident. He also invited me to join the dojo, but I can't do it right now. Maybe after I retire from the ZA Royale. Now, the last place to go is Centrico Plaza. It used to be home of the Prism Tower, but now look, after the fight with Ange a month ago, it's been taken over by nature, which I think the city has come to appreciate. Because of this, we decided to turn into a wild zone. I think it might be the Mega Energy that was left after it was all said and done, but there's so many different Pokemon species here that aren't normally in other wild zones, or even in the wild at all. Hell, we have evolutions here. Wild evolutions are so rare. I caught my Dragonite here. I do feel like part of the city is lost now that we don't have Prison Tower anymore, but we gained something in this. Pokemon and people living together in the city without these walls would be nice. I think we're on something magical here, and I think it'll take a few years, but I hope I see it in my lifetime. The final fruits of our labor. Before I go, let me show you the nightlife. Once the sun sets, the people get to battling. After winning the ZA Royale, I was forced to use my wish to make the Royale last forever. I don't mind anymore, but I was angry as hell at the start. Steven mad like a Volcanion. Now though, I love to go in and win, and win. It can get tiring, so be sure not to wear yourself out. But if you think you're the best of the best, join us. Even a grade schooler can make his way to the top. So, that's my life in Lumiose City. It's a pretty big place, lots to see, lots to do, and lots of people to meet, and you can even hang out with Pokemon like I was talked about. I really don't mind that I left my home to come here. It was for a vacation, but I fall in love with the city so much that I think I'm gonna stay here. There's no better place to be than Lumiose City.